Welcome back to another episode of the Educated and the Reckless podcast with your host Apollo P and
No Better Nina.
Back again. How you doing, Nina?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well.
What'd you do this week? Anything? Don't say nothing, please.
I went bowling on Sunday. I got my new battery for my laptop, so I don't know how to have to use it with charging it all the time.
How much did that cost?
Like $230.
Okay, that's not terrible.
Yeah.
Did you have to wait a while for them to put it in and shit, or what?
Maybe like 45 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not bad at all. I came right before the store closed, too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You got lucky.
Yeah, because there's only one place that I know about it. It's in all the way in Oakville.
Uh-huh.
And so yesterday I just woke up. I was like, fuck it, I need to get this fixed because I can't walk around with us charging my thing anymore.
Yeah.
It gets annoying.
Sorry.
So now I got 94 charge.
It's good.
Yeah.
I'm 95.
Yeah, man. I don't have to worry about, charging it and stuff like that all the time. That's bad. Last time I changed my battery was 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And
I've never changed my battery, and I've had mine for 4 years.
I don't know.
Probably, did you ever, when you had your laptop before, did you always keep the charger plugged in even when it was fully charged?
When I got the laptop, battery's already fucked on it.
Oh.
Yeah, so I had to change it, and then it got maybe mid last year or something like that.
Okay.
I can't really remember, but I just had it on the charger all the time, and that's why it was keeping it alive. But now, I don't gotta worry about that at the moment. I got another maybe 3 years on top of me, or unless I buy a new laptop.
Yeah, at that point, I was gonna say you might as well just get a new one.
Yeah, might as well. So what about you? What you do?
I didn't do much. I went out on Saturday. That was fun. It was so I went to a throwback party that one of your friends promotes a couple weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
And I was very disappointed because I think I talked about how I was expecting it to be 2000s hip hop, and it ended up just being dance hall. And I don't really like dance hall.
Not 2000s dance hall?
That's what it ended up being.
2000s dance hall?
But it was promoted as 2000s hip hop. So I was amped, and then
heard a lot of Sean Paul Temperature.
No, not even
you didn't hear
that.
Temperature?
Not even that.
Oh, that shit trash.
It was really just shit that I didn't know. And so then, this weekend there was it was another throwback party that he was promoting again.
Yeah.
So except this time it was at Anco, so I went. Oh my god, this one was so much better.
Mm-hmm.
I was so happy that I went. It was I don't know, it was just really fun. The energy was really good, and people were crumping and shit. It was a lot of fun.
You were crumping?
Yeah, it was wild.
Oh wow, I haven't seen crumping in a while.
Yeah. So many people responded to my Snapchat story. Were what the fuck is this? Stomp the Yard.
That's lit.
But yeah, that was pretty much it. It was really fun, and then
crumping. Yeah, you know what? We gotta bring that shit back, man.
No, it was sick.
Gotta bring that shit back.
Everyone was just in this huge circle, and these guys were just going at it. And then at one point, this girl jumped in too.
Yeah, we gotta bring that shit back, because I remember when crumping was coming up, and I seen Chris Brown was crumping inside of what was that song? What was that song? He was crumping in one of the joints, right?
In a music video?
Yeah, I forget the one where he had Lil Wayne with it.
Give me that.
Yeah, give me that, and he was doing all of that, and he was flipping his hat and doing it. Yeah, but she was wild. Yeah, there was even a documentary. A lot of people were listening. You remember the documentary I think it was called Rise?
I don't remember. I didn't watch that.
It was called Rise, and it was based out in LA, and it was this crumping group. Yo, they need to bring crumping back, because it was a culture, yo. It was a culture.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then yesterday I had a soccer game, and I scored again. I don't know if it's necessary to even say that anymore, because you guys should already know. But yeah, that's it. That's really it.
Yeah, Rise with a Z. It came out 2005.
Never watched it.
Oh no, wrong one. My bad. I don't think this is it. I know there's yeah. Nah, I'm looking. Keep on talking.
That's it. I have nothing else to say. My week is over. That was it. That was literally it.
Yeah, it was Rise with a Z. Yeah, 2005. Okay, Little C, Tommy John. Yeah. Rise. It was a dope documentary. I remember it back in the day.
Okay.
I wanted to watch it and all of that. Wait, that's all you did? You lived a little boring week.
That was it. I kind of just chilled out after that. I'm booking my trip to Vegas this weekend.
Hey.
So that's exciting.
Hey. Oh, yo. What else is there? What else? So, you know how I was saying I'm going to go to 2 trips this year?
Yes.
You know, LA and Bali.
Yes. Are you actually going to go to Bali? Who are you going to go to Bali with?
See, the Bali one is kind of up in the air because it's kind of tough. I have a friend in LA. He says we're about to go, but LA, me trying to book a trip with a guy from LA to Bali is like, it's different. It's harder.
Yeah.
Because you know why? It's different currency. He don't got to pay the same as I got to pay. You know what I mean?
We'll just do everything in US. Everything's mostly in US dollars anyway.
Yeah, that means I got to cough up more. Or actually, no, I'm probably coughing up the same.
How much, did you look into how much it would cost to go?
To be honest, the most expensive part is the flight. So the flight is like looking at 1,100.
Holy shit.
Yeah, depending on when. Well, I'm trying to go near the end of the year. So
that's really expensive.
Yeah.
My whole trip to Vegas is like 900.
Because you're only going down south.
Yeah.
I'm going to like.
Where is Bali? It's in Indonesia.
Indonesia,
right?
like
That's in Asia,
other
right?
part of the country, other part of the world.
That's Asia, right?
Yeah.
How long is the flight?
I have no clue. Maybe
Probably
like
really long.
Maybe 18 hours or something.
Because I remember when I flew to India when I was like 9, it was like long.
Yeah.
Like maybe just over a day or just under a day.
Might be the same thing. Because I'm going
That's too
all
long,
over
man.
there.
I can't do that shit.
I know that. You know what? I know that I'll get whatchamacallit, free food.
Yeah, but you know what? First of all, the airplane food is shit. But
I know.
Also, like, I find when, like, personally, like, when I go to these different countries, like, even when I was in Mexico and stuff, like, I can't eat anything while I'm there. Like, the food does not sit well in my stomach, ever. No matter where I am. Only thing I can stick to is pizza and fruit.
They do say Bali has a rich amount of food. Well, that's not right.
But, like,
right?
is your stomach cool, like, when you go to other places and eat stuff?
The only other places I've really been to outside, like, North
Jamaica. Okay, when you went to Jamaica.
Yeah, Jamaica food was cool.
I'm too scared to try anything.
Yeah, I had the whole buffet joint, and I ate all of that. I didn't have any type of complications with my stomach. Yeah, when I go places, not necessarily, I don't know. Maybe I'm a good choice of, I know how to pick my food properly.
Maybe. I always end up throwing up.
Yeah,
every single time.
I haven't done that just yet.
Even since I was a kid. So I just can't. I that's why I get, like, I love going on vacation, but I just can't eat. Like, I just have to stick to fruit and liquor. That's
kind of fucked up. You can't really appreciate eating away. It's like you gotta starve yourself just to enjoy yourself.
Yeah,
that's
basically. Crazy. But whatever, at least I look skinny on the beach, so.
Yeah, but at what cost? At what cost? At what cost, Nina? At what cost? So let's get into the topics, all right? You know, what we going to start? We're going to start with one of the hottest topics out right now. We're going to talk about R. Kelly.
Woohoo, he's back again.
He's back again. R. Kelly's been inside the news cycle since January.
I'm sick and tired of it.
Since January, I'm going to say the 2nd or something.
I'm sick and tired
and he's been popping. See, I blame you guys. Everyone who hates R. Kelly, everyone who made the doc about him, you're the reason why he's still going through the media cycle.
We're also a reason, too, because we keep talking about him as well.
Yeah, but I was never going to talk about it if this shit wasn't part of the public, like the part of the news cycle. So it's like we talking about R. Kelly. Like, sometimes you just got to forget about the guy and let him do what he got to do, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, we seen the parents come on the doc screaming and yelling.
Did you watch the interview?
With the R. Kelly one and the hostages? I watched a little bit of the hostage. I watched whatever I watched before the full length stuff came out. I never watched the full length stuff. I watched the snippets.
Okay, yeah, that's what. Yeah, I was just making sure. That's what I saw too.
Because I went on YouTube and I saw like, I don't think it was a full thing, but there was enough for me to say like 2 minutes and some change on it on the internet. Well, the two little girls. And I remember how they started off, because I seen how Gayle King would start off. It's like, are you guys his girlfriends? It was like, yeah, you guys have threesomes. And the girl started snapping. It's like, don't ask me about my sexual.
Yeah. I'm sure as a woman, you wouldn't like to talk about that.
Yeah, she was like, yes.
Yeah,
I was like, oh shit, she's snapping. Yeah. And then I saw the part where she started crying a little bit. Yeah. And I don't know whatever happened then. That seemed like more so like the core of the interview.
She said that her parents, she never wanted to do music. Her parents made it seem like a job, and she tried to kill herself over it. Yeah,
so they did that. I swear, whatever video I watched, they did that, and then they panned back into the news station anchor, and they said, we finally got some intel from Ezreal's parents saying that she wanted to commit suicide because of a bad breakup, but not because her parents were forcing her to, and they have hospital records of her saying that she wanted to commit suicide because of the breakup. So it kind of conflicts what she said in the interview with Gayle
at this
King.
point, it's like, I don't even know who to believe. Release the hospital records. I want to see it for myself.
Release hospital records for fucking Jussie, man. Did that guy really get fucked up?
I mean, I guess not. But yeah, I mean, we'll get into that later.
So So me say you have little hostages, but I don't think they're hostages anymore. I think they're willfully there because they really enjoy R. Kelly's presence.
Those two seem like in the interview specifically, I will say they seem like they like out of everybody. Well, mind you, obviously they weren't in the documentary, but even so, when that Dominique girl, the one who they made like cut her hair and kind of look like a little boy.
You know what I realized? I messed up last episode when I said Janae. What's her name? Deshawnda? Geronda brought in Jocelyn Savage. No, that was wrong. She brought in Dominique.
Yeah. You're right.
I have to make that correction.
Yes. But yeah, so like even so, like in the documentary, there was Dominique, and I don't know if there was another one that someone's parent came to like get or something.
I only know Dominique's parent came. Azriel's parents came to the studio. Jocelyn Savage's parents were just doing news conferences and shit like that.
Going to his house in Atlanta and calling him wellness checks.
I don't know any. Those are the three parents that I can really remember. Those are the three parents that are actually connected and have a conversation with each other.
But even so with Dominique, like you could tell like she didn't want to be there, like even when her mom did come to get her, and then she ended up staying, but then she called the hotel, like then whoever she was with called the hotel, said that woman's not her mom, whatever, but then Dominique still like called her mom back later and was like, come back at this time. So like you knew she didn't want to be there. With these two, it's almost like
hold on. You say that, but you at the end of the documentary, she said that Dominique went back,
but then she left,
and then she left again. So there's a part of me that says like she probably really appreciated R. Kelly's presence.
But I don't even think it was that, because what they said when she left, they said that she left because she didn't know how to continue a normal life without his like lifestyle of policing her like around, you know what I mean? Because obviously he kind of changed her whole life and made her look a certain way and dress a certain way and do certain things. So like she didn't know how to just live a normal life like you and I. Like
he gave her guidance. He was like, "Yo, this is how you gonna live when you live with me." And
then when she doesn't live with him anymore, it's like she's like, "Well, what do I?"
That's what my thing is. So see, the reason why I have such reserves about this whole R. Kelly documentary and how R. Kelly is treating these women is because the main person who said or clearly left, came back, and left again hasn't spoke out. All these other women who've been with him in his past are all speaking out. I remember. Lisa Ann Van Winkle, I don't know her name. Lisa Ann. Okay. She's having an interview with Black TV saying that R. Kelly was telling her about his growing up and being molested by his sisters, saying that, putting pencils up her pussy and eating the blocks and all that. Ew. She was nasty. Very graphic. Ew. She was saying like how R. Kelly would treat her, and she would just expose all these things about him, and how she also said that he told her verbatim that he married Aaliyah, doctored the
certificate.
Yeah, to make her seem like she's 18, just in case if it comes out that she's pregnant before she gets the abortion, it doesn't seem like he did anything wrong, and they were married. So it was like a shotgun marriage. On top of that, she also said that R. Kelly was also having a sexual relationship with Aaliyah's mom at the time, where she said speculated maybe that's why Leah's family have never came out against R. Kelly because
denied it,
because her mother was also sleeping with R. Kelly her damn self.
But even so, with Dominique not coming out to speak against what happened, like you got to think about it this way too. Like that was fairly recent to the point where she could still she might have PTSD or something. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why she doesn't necessarily want to come out and speak about it just yet. I mean, it would be cool if she did at some point in time, but I can understand where like something like that could traumatize you to the point where it's like, I don't really want to talk about this right now. I mean, out of anybody, she went through the most changes. Like the guy literally turned her into a stud. Like for what purpose? So when he had sex with her, she would look like a boy in a threesome. Like I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like
no. She said what was happening? She was the most rebellious one. That's what she said. That's what someone else the secret identity person in the doc said Dominique was the most rebellious one. And so in terms of how to punish her, he said, so the person in the black was like, she was the most rebellious one. And so in terms of how to punish her, he would, make her, cut her hair and dress like a boy type things in terms of how to micromanage her type thing.
But that's also like all the more reason that, okay, anyways, what I was going to say was that's kind of like, to me, at that sense that it also, sorry, we're cutting back in.
Yeah.
Okay, what I was going to say was, to me, that's also like all the more reason that her being the most rebellious one and being punished for it, all the more reason of her going back home to her mom and then leaving because her mom probably wasn't punishing her for things that R. Kelly might have punished her for. Like, let's say for an example, and like obviously I don't know like if this is a real like really a situation that's happened or not, but let's say for example, she was drinking orange juice instead of apple juice, and R. Kelly only wanted her to drink apple juice. Like, he might have been like,
no. Go as far as what this is. Not even that. It's the fact that she was drinking without even asking R. Kelly for permission.
Okay, so let's say that. Yeah. So let's say she was drinking orange juice without asking R. Kelly for permission. And then at that point, R. Kelly's like, Kate, we're shaving your head. Like, you know? But then it's like when she's at home, she drinks water and nothing happens. And then she's like, something's wrong. Like, this doesn't make sense. This isn't how I
Let's be honest. She was accustomed to the lifestyle. Whatever lifestyle that may be, she was accustomed to that and she liked it.
Especially, no, I don't even think she liked it. I think when you're that young, you're easily influenced. Like, I know for myself personally, coming up in high school and stuff, I was, like, I gave into peer pressure all the fucking time.
This woman, she's the same age, she's around the same age as Geronda. So she's
17, 18.
Geronda, no. Geronda, so Geronda's, you said 26. Geronda's like my age, or 26 for 3 kids.
I think maybe 28.
No. Geronda was 26. You said 26. 26, 27 maybe. Dominique, she found her maybe, let's give a margin of 2 years younger than her. This is a woman who was saved around 24, 25 maybe.
Yeah. Wait, are you sure she was saved around that age? I thought she was way younger.
No, she was the same age around Geronda.
Oh, that's why she was brought in when she was what, like 17? No,
she brought in Geronda met R. Kelly when she was 16.
No, Dominique came with Jocelyn. Remember, not Geronda.
No, Dominique didn't come with Jocelyn. Dominique came through Geronda because Geronda, like I said, Geronda was pulling girls for R. Kelly.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Sure Jocelyn and Dominique were the two friends. No,
see the thing is, I fucked up last week by saying what I said. So Jocelyn was in school.
Okay.
She was in university when she met.
Okay, yeah.
When she met R. Kelly.
I remember that.
Dominique, I don't know if she was in university yet or she was just living life at the time outside of school, but she wasn't in high school no more. And Geronda brought her in. And Geronda were friends from either high school or just friends just regularly. Yeah. And so during Geronda's time with R. Kelly was like, yo, bring some more girls in for me. And Geronda brought in her friend Dominique. And hence Dominique got locked into the system of R. Kelly, alleged system. And while Geronda, ended up escaping because she was no longer, enjoyed R. Kelly's presence anymore.
Well, I don't think that Dominique was somebody who necessarily liked the way she was being treated. I think it's just like having that sort of, maybe because, okay, let's be realistic. Let's think about it in this way. Dominique, it was her mother who spoke out, like, who was basically doing it. Like, that's the only parental figure she had in her life. Yeah. So I don't know if she has a dad or not. I'm not sure. But going off of that alone, I'm going to say that she doesn't have a dad in her life. So at this point in time, you could also think of it this way. Maybe R. Kelly was the only male figure that she had in her life who gave her some sort of guidance that maybe because she doesn't know anything else, like anyone else who would be fatherly, like, this is what she views as someone who could be a dad to her, and it's kind of like, okay, well, this is the only like male guidance I've ever had in my life, and this is like what's right, so I have to abide by this.
It's
and
pimping.
Maybe that's what it was. Like,
pimping. It's great pimping.
It's not great.
Great pimping. It's great.
It's
pimping.
not great.
You guys put guidance. Pimps give guidance to hoes.
No.
That's what they do. It's pimping.
That is not the case here.
Pimping,
they were not hoes.
I know they're not hoes, but they're his.
No, that was a terrible analogy.
They're his. What's that? What's that
Just
thing?
Take it back.
What? No.
Take it back. Like, that was so bad.
Oh, he's pimping.
You guys,
man.
I don't agree with his statement.
He's pimping. I'm not saying this is all alleged, anyways. It's all alleged, but
it's not alleged he did it.
He did this. That's all alleged. But like, let's get back to the core of the conversation. Like, R. Kelly, wilded out last week. So his girls came to his defense and was like, "Yo, he's not that bad. We enjoy our time with him." And, and from what I took away from that is that it's hard to commit this man and say this man is a terrible monster where you have two young and very beautiful women. Like, the beautifulness really does matter. These are fucking beautiful women that are at his corner saying that we are his girlfriends. He treats us nice. We love our time with him. And our parents are trying to bring this man down. You know what I mean? Whether you say they're hypnotized or dickmatized or under manipulation, they look very convincing to me.
These two I will say, out of everyone I've seen, these two definitely look like this is something that they want to do. And
also, on top of that, where is his fucking, what they say called, like a few years, he had a sex slave group? Well, like only two women?
The 13-year-old chick, whoever that was, Thing's niece, right?
No, he said he had a sex slit, like a sex, like the BuzzFeed article when it first came out said he has like a flock of women at his beckon and shit like that. Where the fucking flock at?
I don't know about that. What I know about from before all of this was that whenever girls used to be brought in, there was one girl who taught them what to do and shit like that. It's
a sex cult. There's more in a cult. There has to be more than two people.
Well, they all left. They all escaped.
Where'd they go?
I mean, there could be no. Hypothetically, there could be more that he's just hiding right now because he's like, "Okay, it's a tumultuous time. I can't be coming up with these extra women."
Where are they?
I don't know, but either way, I think the whole thing is still fucked up. But I will say that I think Jocelyn and Azriel seem like they're not being held against their will. But that's also not to say this could have, I'm not saying, like, this could have been an act too. At the same time, maybe R. Kelly might have threatened them. Who knows? Who really knows the truth at this point in time? It's like you're getting so many different stories from so many different people. It's like, who knows the truth?
Oh, and let's speed it up. Let's talk about this fuckery, man. What? Let's talk about this fuckery. Yo, where is this man finding the sex tape? Like Nina. Let's talk about this shit because they're trying to lock up R. Kelly. For real. They threw him in jail for fucking the felony charges. First, that was the first thing. Child support.
Yeah.
What are they doing? Oh, well, that's fucked up.
Why?
That's fucked up.
Why is that fucked up? He was like $160,000 below what he was supposed to have paid.
Hold on. Also, before we move on to this man finding sex tape in his attic, just perusing through his VHS collection, which is fucked up to me.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. At what point in time, when you arrest let's say you have a baby father, right? He's not really trying to fuck around with you or the kids anymore, and you arrest him on back child support. Mm-hmm. In what mindset do you feel like you arresting him and him doing years is going to get you back your money, huh?
Oh, I don't think it was that. I don't think she did it at all for that. I think she was actually quite smart in doing this. I think she did it because, so the first time he got arrested, he didn't have the money to pay the bail, so some daycare worker paid it for him, the $100,000 bail to get out. So now I think that, I can't remember his ex-wife's name.
Andrea. Andrea? Whatever.
I don't know. But I don't know why you had to make that sound so flamboyant. But anyways.
What'd I say? It's Andrea, right?
Anyways, so I think she was doing it out of like, okay, let's keep him away from these girls or whoever he is holding hostage. And you know what? Since I have that power and I know, because she probably could give less of a fuck that he owed that much. At this point, you're at $160,000. I'm sure you would have done it way beforehand if you really cared about it. But I think she did it because she's like, you know what? Since I have this power, let me get him locked up. He's not going to have the money now to get out because he didn't have it before. That lady's not going to pay again to get him out. So, well, she thought. So let me lock him up and keep him away and keep these other girls safe so he's not around. And I think that's why she did that. I don't think it was
a spiteful woman.
I don't think it was spiteful. I think it was for the safety of other girls.
What girls?
Other girls that he's holding. Because for all anybody knows, Jocelyn and Azriel could have been potentially acting, and they might not actually like it. She might, or Andrea might know that there's more girls in there, or she's just trying to keep people safe. I feel like.
They should arrest Andrea, man.
I don't think so.
She was complicit with all the fuckery beforehand, before things went left.
She didn't know.
Nina, if we've been killing, Nina, if you and I have been killing people from 2001 to 2006. And then we fall out in 2007, and then it comes out that I've still been killing people since 2010 to 2015. You still complicit?
No, because you don't.
Yes,
know
you
that
are.
But you're saying that we were in it together. We don't know that she was in it with him.
She was in it with him.
She could have been getting abused by him, and that's why she kept her mouth shut. We don't know
abused, and also helping facilitate the abusing.
Doors.
Andrea said that she would see women just walk around. Andrea! What I say?
Oh, you keep saying Andrea.
What the fuck is this?
It's
so extra. It's Andrea. I think the wife should get arrested too. Question at least. Question by the FBI.
Okay, question fine, but not. I know. I don't.
Did you participate in any of the sex acts with the females? And you better not lie. You better not lie.
Anyway, so
I want you under a deposition.
Talk about this guy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so when I saw that stuff on like 2 days ago or 3 days ago, whenever that video came out on TMZ, I seen this guy reading from the paper talking about, I was in the, was he in the attic or basement?
I don't know. I didn't really read into this at all.
I think he was either in the attic or basement, but he was looking through his VHS. It's 2019. Why do you have VHSs still?
I still have mine, like Cinderella and Snow White and Mickey Mouse and Barney and Friends.
The only VHS one is not even, I don't even have a collection of VHS.
I know, but because you know why? Because people keep a lot of this old shit because they think at some point it's going to be worth a lot of money. I still have Barbies
like a
and
vinyl?
boxes.
Like a vinyl?
Yeah. People think it's going to be worth
it's going to just come back. You know, why would anyone want to go regress back into quality if we have better quality right now?
But I mean, it's kind of comparable in the way I see it to fashion. Like we regressed back to what people were wearing.
And you know how hard it is to rewind a VHS tape?
No, but like, trust me, there's always those little white hipsters who want to be like, oh my god, I was born in the wrong era, I was born in the wrong generation. You know, those people will always be doing that. Yeah, exactly. So those are the ones who are gonna buy these old school VHS tapes and try and find a VHS player and shit.
Well, hold on, we already did the 90s thing. The next thing is going to be the early 2000s, and that's when DVDs started coming into play.
They might want to go back.
I want to go back again?
Yeah.
All right, so this guy was searching through his house, perusing through his old collection of VHS tapes, stumbles across something that says sports tape / R. Kelly, thinking that he went to a concert. In the back of my mind, I wanted to ask you, have you ever been to an R. Kelly concert? Is that one thing? There's one thing to say, R. Kelly concert. Have you been to an R. Kelly concert, sir? Mm-hmm. All right, because that's the only reason. That's the only sense it would make to have two fucking videos of sports and an R. Kelly concert. You have to be at both. Like either you're watching sports on your TV and you DBS it, and then you brought the same camcorder to an R. Kelly tape or R. Kelly concert, which I kind of find hard to do as a regular civilian. Mm-hmm. Back in when you had a camcorder that actually filmed in VHS, and you brought that to a concert as a regular concert goer, I honestly call that BS. It's not like 2019 where everyone has something on their phone. You have You have to physically bring a camcorder, and that shit has a VHS tape in it. Yeah. You're telling me you brought that to the fucking concert and it was like, yo, I'm gonna just get this for history. No, you didn't, motherfucker. I don't know. I think he's lying, but I digress. He continues.
I'm trying to right now. I'm trying to think did people actually bring camcorders into concerts? You would think they wouldn't be allowed because nowadays when you're bringing in a professional camera, you need some sort of accreditation to do that. I wouldn't be able to walk in with a Nikon and start recording. Exactly.
And from what I know, I've never seen a live R. Kelly concert on television.
I will never watch an R. Kelly concert.
I've never seen one live on television to begin with. So there's questionable things from the start of the inception of how he started this thing. And so he says that he pulled it out, he watched the sports stuff, and then immediately went over to the sex tape where he saw R. Kelly in there, and he was disgusted. And then he said, I was whatever, and then he turned into the authorities. I'm like, oh, this whole story don't make sense.
Maybe, okay, so...
No, you try to make sense of it, because it doesn't make sense. Go ahead.
So maybe he was obviously involved at some point in time with what was going on.
Exactly.
And so him giving it to the authorities, and maybe he relabeled it himself in this day and age, like in 2019, relabeled it to make it appear as though he really didn't know what it was. And now all of a sudden he's like, oh shit, I found this tape. That's really crazy. And now he doesn't want to get himself in trouble. And he's like, because sometimes when people know they've done something wrong, they're like, okay, just so it doesn't look sketchy, and because they know you're gonna get caught. When you do something wrong, you're gonna get caught eventually, whether it's years down the road, seconds later, you're gonna get caught. And so maybe this was what happened, and then he's just trying to clear his name. That's not even out there yet, but now he kind of just fucked himself over. He been doing that whole press conference. You know what he should have done? He should have just burned the fucking tape. Exactly. Burn the fucking tape and act like no. But I'm glad he gave it in, because now we just have more evidence against R. Kelly. So I am glad that he gave it in. Actually.
So you're glad all right. So that's snitching, man.
On who? But what does it matter?
No. It's the fact that snitching is what I'm saying. Snitching is you were involved. Mm-hmm. If you were involved and now you want to admonish yourself of all type of responsibilities regarding what your action has, and try to what's that word when you wanted to we want to seek forgiveness.
Okay.
You know, maybe from the higher ups or something like that. And you was like, you know what, this is the best thing I could do. Let me turn in the tape. You snitching. Because now the FBI, like most FBI, you're going to get questions. How do you come into possession of this tape? Or you're obviously going to say, I don't know where it came from. Yeah. All right, so how many people do you know who had this tape that came into your house and dropped off VH?
I mean, now
you got to start listing people. Now, when those people go like, nah, bro, that's shit not mine. You know what I mean? And the only tape that I know that was in circulation, that was in regular circulation,
was the P tape.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Like
he said, they were saying this is a third tape.
Okay.
So the only one I know that was in physical circulation was the P tape, because you could have bought that at the flea market. It was online.
Fucking weird.
I know, it was very nasty. But the thing is, what I realized and what I heard Charlamagne say is like, if you watch the full tape with the P tape, there's only one scene where the allegedly the young underage girl, everything was like older women in the tape. I never watched the tape. And everyone that has watched the tape who's apparently knows about the tape never mentioned that there's other scenes in the shit. So that goes to show maybe a lot of you never watched the tape.
Maybe. No. I don't think, like, even so if this is snitching, I'm not looking at it in a bad way at all.
I am looking in a bad way because I look at this as it's foolish, right? If you're really trying to take this man down, what did you have? Were you holding this over his head this whole time so that he could pay you?
Maybe you know what I mean? it could have been that, but
that's extortion, right?
It's extortion, and it's at the expense of these young girls, which sucks. But I'm glad that it got to authorities now versus later.
I say lock them up.
I say lock them all up.
I say lock them up, because if you had and you're also in possession of fucking child pornography, that's a felony right there, sir.
I say lock them all up.
That's a felony right there. Yes, you did your job as a civilian, but you are under arrest for possession of child pornography. Mm-hmm. Fuck out of here. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's a lot. We've been talking about R. Kelly way too long.
I don't want to talk about him anymore.
All right, man. Let's talk about this Jussie guy, all right?
Okay, so a bunch of hospital workers got fired for reviewing his hospital records, but they said that, like, what had happened was when they were scrolling through the charts to get to their patients' records, like, Jussie's came up beforehand. Mm-hmm. Like maybe their patients was just below or, like, a little while below. So they're
alphabetical order, I guess.
And they just happened to come across Jussie's. And I'm not going to lie, if I was a doctor and hearing all this controversy around it, I would look at it too. Like, but all these people got, like, a bunch of people got fired because of it. But
I guess because it's illegal to do that.
It is, because it's a breach of confidentiality.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was interesting. This one lady, she came out and she was like, yeah, she got fired right at the end of her shift and escorted out. Now
she got to work the full 8.
Yeah, and now she's not giving her name because she's putting in an appeal to get her job back.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't really think it's fair. And I mean, like, I get it's a breach of confidentiality, but like, I kind of just don't think it's really fair either.
Man, leak the information. Was he actually injured?
But let me tell you, because you know why? Like, my doctor, I don't go to my family doctor anymore. Do you know why?
Why?
She's misdiagnosed me 3 different times by reading me the wrong person's, like, diagnosis. Like, one time I came in.
It sounds like a dumbass to me.
I swear to God, one time I came in and I had like a scan done like on my like ovaries, whatever. And she's like, okay, I come in. She's like, yeah, you have like over like 40 cysts on your ovaries and all this stuff. And I'm like, but I'm not in any pain. Like, I don't ever feel anything bursting or anything like that. And then she's like giving me this whole rundown. And then after 15 minutes, she goes, oh, sorry, I just read you the wrong person's thing. You're perfectly fine. Everything's normal. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So like at this point it's kind of like that's why I don't really think this is that bad, because it's like it happens all the time, like realistically it really does.
I don't know, I mean, reading someone else's shit happens probably. You looking at someone's shit I don't know, that happens all the time.
I don't know, I just think that with all the controversy surrounding it should be
was this man actually injured?
Well, I don't know. We can't even ask these people because now they're not going to say shit because they're trying to get their jobs back.
There's a few dozen people that all they have to do just move out to a different state. That's it. And tell us what the fuck going on, man. I don't know if Jussie actually got injured.
Well,
man.
We don't know, but he's been indicted on 16 felony counts.
Yeah, for filing a false police report and misdemeanor something.
So he's looking at potentially 64 years in jail. Is what I heard.
But like, if you count all 16 counts. Yeah,
What do you think is going to be the outcome of this? Do you think he's really going to get put in jail?
No, I don't think he is. I think he might get off. I want him to get the full. I don't want him to get the full 68.
I don't either because I need my Jamal line in Empire.
Apparently, on top of that, I think the Fox hasn't renewed for another season, so they haven't. No, so they might get rid of the whole fucking season, fucking series. They might get I
might be the only person on this planet who still watches Empire, but they can't do that to me.
They might get him the fuck out of here. It's like, one bad apple ruined the whole bunch.
That's crazy. If that happens, lock him up for the full 64. I don't even care at that point.
See, the thing in the back of my mind, I feel like he's not going to get even like jail time. He might get a little probation. He might get probation.
Okay.
They might put him on papers, but even if he did get to found guilty, which is looking likely he's found guilty on filing a false police report.
Yeah.
They might hit him with, all charges ran concurrently. Yeah.
Okay, you know what though? The only reason I kind of don't fully feel like he's gonna get away with it. Part of me thinks yes he will because he's a celebrity, and I mean just look at Tekashi 6ix9ine, but we're not even gonna get into it, so just leave it alone. Anyways, just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Anyways,
you don't want to talk about Harvey Weinstein?
So yeah, Harvey Weinstein, good example too. Yeah. I'm just saying. Anyways, so. But the only reason I kind of don't have full hope that he's gonna like get off clean is because of him already kind of having that warning and getting off clean back in 2007 for pretending to be his brother for the DUI and shit. Like he got off with, I think it was just a year of probation and like a fine, and that was it. And that's pretty much the same. Like that's impersonation. Impersonation and filing a false police report are kind of one and the same in a sense if you look at it.
Oh, so you're going to create like a history of just bad behavior.
Yeah, like I feel like it just like, okay, that was like, for example, when you're speeding, like let's say, I mean, I've never been pulled over, but whenever that does happen, knock on wood, I'm sure I'll just get off with a warning because I have nothing else on my license.
No, you might get hit with a ticket.
Nah, I'll just start crying. But
I don't know. The thing is, I don't know if cops are that like sympathetic.
No, they are. I've heard so many of my friends have just cried or said they're on their periods and they got away with it. Especially when it's a guy cop and if it's a girl, you can't do that shit. But if it's a guy cop, you're fine.
It's like, I'm on my period.
My friend literally screamed at the cop and she's like, I'm on my fucking period. Do you want me to pull out my tampon and show you? And he's like, just go. Like, that's a little excessive, but it worked. Like,
to be honest, like you gonna do all that crazy shit just to get away from a ticket. A cop might just say, fuck it, bitch. I'm about to. They might. Like you do way too much.
You gotta like scope out the cop.
Yeah, you gotta.
But yeah, like that's why I feel like that was kind of like his warning, and now it's like, hey, you didn't learn your lesson. Fine, now we're gonna really lock you up.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion on it.
Fuck Juicy.
But speaking of Harvey Weinstein.
Oh yeah, so Nick Cannon is asking when's the Surviving Harvey Weinstein doc coming out.
That's facts.
Which it's not.
I know it's not.
It's not.
He's a white man. He's top of the food chain.
He's not coming.
It's never gonna come out. When is his shit gonna start? Like
his trial?
Yeah.
I swear one of his charges got dropped for something. Like I think the lawsuit against him got dropped. But he's still on for criminal charges. And that
it's funny how all that got pushed away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now we just dealt with Bill Cosby, and now it's R. Kelly, and now there's no Harvey.
The first 3 months of this year have been wild. It's been strong. It's been a strong 3 months, and I find that ridiculous. It's like the year start off hot,
and Harvey's probably sitting there like, "Yes, keep it going, R. Kelly. Like keep me out of the spotlight."
He's trying. Oh man, he's glad this shit. Hey, we're gonna turn on him.
Crazy.
Shit's gonna turn on him. I don't think we're ever gonna get a doc of Surviving Weinstein.
I mean, okay, let's say if he gets charged and stuff, and like his thing ends up becoming like really big, then maybe we might get a movie about it. Maybe.
Wait, produced by the Weinstein Company.
That's a bad joke.
You know why I don't think there's gonna be a doc about Weinstein coming? Why? I think he put a lot of people. I think he might have put a lot of people in positions, very powerful positions, all because they sucked a couple dicks or nothing. You know what I mean? They sucked his dick or something. They let him jerk off on him, and then it's like, you are in the position you are because you kind of fucked your way to the top, and then especially for girls in certain strong positions, it's not a good look for them.
Yeah, but
it reinforces the whole narrative of pretty girls sleeping their way to the top.
Yeah, but you got to understand that not necessarily these girls didn't necessarily want to do that. Sometimes when you're and I don't expect you to understand because you're a guy, but as a girl, when you're in certain situations, like you almost feel like sometimes there's times where you almost feel like you can't say no because if you do, it might become physical.
You gonna suck a dick?
No, but,
exactly. So,
but like no. But what I'm saying is, it's because think back to, remember that time I told you when I was supposed to do some hip hop interview show with some guy, and
you didn't suck no dick.
And it turned out he made the whole thing up, and he had me literally going with him to venues and stuff to look like where we were going to record and stuff. We're supposed to have this big meeting, and that week comes around, and because I had made it clear to him, yo, this is strictly business, and he wasn't with it. Like, he was trying to hit, and I was like, okay, like, that's not happening, and so it didn't happen. But there's other people who
would suck a dick to
who might not think like me and could be scared in that situation. Like, and you know what I mean?
Dick?
No, but it's not willingly. I'm not saying it's willingly. Like, I'm saying that can be forced upon you.
So they suck a dick out of self-preservation.
Out of being scared. Like, sometimes when you're in those situations, like, there's grimy dudes who can be very intimidating and like scary at that point when it's but
I'm saying what? I don't think Harvey Weinstein was putting out hits on people. I think dude was like, hey, if you don't, let me do this, sexual deviant shit around you, or you suck this dick and type shit, I'm not going to let you prosper in this industry.
No, but not even that. There was even people who were saying like him forcing himself onto some of the girls, and he's not a small guy. He's pretty fucking big. Like
he's fat. He's not like tall. He's fat.
Yeah, but he seems like a decent height as well. You know what I mean? But either way, he's fat. That fat guy coming on to even a girl as small as me is like, okay, fuck, like, how am I gonna fight this person off of me? Like, And
then what, you gonna cuss the neck?
You can't do anything. Like, no,
I'm not,
Apollo.
Well, I'm trying to be.
It's really not that simple.
I'm trying to break it down. Like, I'm trying to say.
No,
like, I'm asking you.
I'm trying to explain to you, and all you got to do is sit there and understand that yes, this really does happen, instead of trying to defend it.
But the thing is, you're every time I bring up the finality of it, it's like, are you gonna suck a dick?
No, but,
and you keep on saying no.
No,
and I'm like, okay.
But you're saying it because you're saying, are you gonna suck a dick? As in, you're sucking a dick to get to the top. That's not necessarily how it is. Because okay, let's say for example, I walk into Harvey Weinstein's office. He's like, okay, if you don't suck my dick, I'm not giving you this role. And then you're like, okay, and you're sitting there a little puzzled. He's already in your face at that point with his pants down, holding you down by whatever force he has.
And then you're gonna suck the dick
at that point, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, but you might not even be sucking it. Like, you know what I mean?
So there we go. You suck the dick. All right. No. So now we finally got to this position.
No.
So you suck the dick, and he's like, all right, you did good. I'm putting a good word with you. Get you places now. And then what?
I don't know. I don't know. Like,
so now you sucked the dick, and now you got yourself, a good recommendation to do further things in the industry.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily good, because you get that recommendation, but then he's like, oh, she did it once, she'll do it again, and I'm just gonna keep doing it until she gets, because once you get that first role, obviously at that point, like, a lot of other people's eyes are on you in terms of in the film industry or whatever industry you're in.
In terms of business,
everyone's eyes are on you. You had a first breakthrough role, and it was through Harvey Weinstein. So then he's like, okay, I could do it again, because now she actually has some sort of status, and I could fuck that whole thing up for her. So now she has to do it. And so I feel like that's why it's like, it's not a very simple situation to be in.
And that's what brings me back to what I said first. Is that there's certain girls in positions because they might have sucked or fucked their way to...
But not willingly.
But the narrative is not going to be like, oh shit, you got it regardless. It's the narrative is going to reinforce the already biased narrative towards certain pretty females in the industry that have gotten to certain positions. It's like, you fucked and sucked your way to the top. Now, when you do a documentary and you're someone of power, let's say Angelina Jolie sucked and fucked Harvey Weinstein.
Angelina Jolie.
What'd I say?
I don't even know what you said, but that was not what you said.
Yeah, so say that she fucked and sucked her way to the top through Harvey Weinstein. Now she wants to come out and say, hey, Harvey Weinstein is a monster. Mm-hmm. I performed fellatio when we, copulated a few times, mm-hmm. and he helped me get my first few roles in the industry until we no longer did anything sexually. And then people are going to look back, it's like, so you got talent, but you fucked and sucked your way to the position to showcase your talent.
But she didn't. But the thing is,
allegedly, this is not true.
No, this is not true. This is just a hypothetical situation to explain his thoughts. But the thing is, like, you and correct me if I'm wrong, but you make it sound like it's almost willingly. Like at this point, it's like something like that would be considered rape. If she's coming out to say that it was against her will and stuff, it's considered rape. Yeah, she did it and she got to the top, but like, I don't understand why people would look at her sideways for it. Like, yes, cool, she had the talent, but it's like a lot of people have talent, and like when you're given certain opportunities, like you take them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so maybe she was given an opportunity with Harvey Weinstein. She took the opportunity, didn't expect to be raped, and then was. And that's how she ended up where she was. She didn't want to speak out against it until other victims came forward, and that gave her the courage to do so.
Exactly. And it's also, I watched this. And sometimes these girls are not doing it out of like fear of Harvey Weinstein. They're doing it out of desperation because their lifestyle, they've been broke for a long time. But hold on. I was watching this thing called the LA Complex a few years ago when it first came out. And there was a white girl. She was a dancer, and she was went to a meeting. She got, a proposition from one of these guys, her talent guys. And it was like, yo, we could get you into places, but you gonna have to, suck and fuck. And, she denied it at first, and then she got back home. She realized how she living, and she realized she's been struggling for a long-ass time. But she knows she's talented. So, I guess she, without better judgment, she goes to the guy and go like, you know what? I'm here to give her the meeting. She closed the door, and then, sexual ambiguity happens. And, obviously she had sex. Okay. And she, did the thing. And after she did that, she finally got a call from another talent agency saying that we know that you're really talented. We would like to bring you on board. And now she felt really stupid because she gave up her body for a role when she could have just relied a lot on patience and talent. And sometimes that's it is with some girls. They're not fucking because Harvey Weinstein's pulling out his dick and go like, yo, you're not gonna get nowhere. He's like, yeah, if he's making you feel comfortable, he go like, you know what, I'm willing to do anything to get where I gotta go. And Harvey Weinstein pulls out his, his cock, and she starts dealing with it because out of desperation, because she no longer wants to live that broke lifestyle. Yeah. She wants to be among the rich and the famous.
And definitely. I'm just saying, for the point that I was making, I was just going off of the ones who are coming out as victims. The ones who aren't saying shit and who don't care, fine, sure, they probably wanted to do that shit. But the ones who are actually coming out as victims, like,
yeah, they probably feel abused
against their will. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's just like.
But what about what about the ones that are abused but are also reaping the benefits of the lifestyle now?
Wait, say that again.
The ones that have been abused but are also reaping the benefits of the lifestyle.
So let's go back to our hypothetical Angelina Jolie situation.
She's a millionaire. Yeah. She's living well. She has like different ethnicity kids in her household.
Yes, but she could at the same time behind closed doors be going to therapy for something that hypothetically happened. We don't, again, hypothetical, but something that happened with Harvey Weinstein way back in the day when she first started out, and she could be sitting there double guessing herself and being like, I don't deserve this. Like, I didn't do it. I wish I did it differently. And I'm not saying that that's the case for any of these girls. Like, you deserve what you work for, but if someone's forcing themselves upon you, like, you shouldn't feel bad for like getting to where you're at, but at the same time you should feel violated. That's just my opinion.
I understand.
But yeah, anyways, so Drake, I don't know.
Man, fuck that. Okay, fuck that.
Drake took "Don't Matter to Me" off of his set list.
I didn't really like the
during
song
his
anyways.
UK tour with Tory. I really wish that they did that tour here.
Yeah, to be honest, I remember someone saying something about, would you want to see a Tory Lanez and Drake collab? And I was like, nah, fuck that. I don't want to hear that.
I would.
I really don't want to hear
like some R&B shit. I definitely would.
I really don't want to hear them on a track together.
Bobby Shmurda said he's done with 6ix9ine.
Yeah, that's some fugazi shit. I heard that and I was like, he was like, rappers do all this rapping and entertainment shit. It made it seem.
I know why you're saying that. 6ix9ine is your guy. Like, just say it.
But no, the way that Bobby said it, he was like, all these rappers are entertainers. They're not really about that stuff. You better watch out for them. It really didn't sound like you're copping please, man. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, if rappers are entertainers, why would you do a song with if you knew he's an entertainer to begin with? Like, you know he's a rapper. Well, why the fuck would you? Why? And then if you knew he's a rapper, entertainer, then why would him snitching have an issue with you?
I don't know, but I did see a comment in there that said, "Who cares? He was a one-hit wonder." It said, when you get out, nobody but your family's gonna care. I mean, you were a one-hit wonder because Young M.A came out and stole your whole entire flow and nobody even recognized. And then I was sitting there and I was like, she really did steal his flow. Yeah. If you compare hot, the word I can't say, to ooh, it's the exact same flow. Exactly. I was sitting there and I was actually shook because I've never like compared the two ever before.
That's why she got hot.
But I was like,
she got hot around the same time when the steam for Bobby Shmurda was still kind of like on the downturn, but like.
Could you imagine what life would be like if Bobby Shmurda was still out? Like if he
He
never
probably
got
fall
locked
off
up.
by now.
Do you really think so?
Yeah.
I don't know, man, because he
He had Bobby Bitch that came out,
Exactly,
and Bobby Bitch wasn't like it wasn't.
Bobby Bitch was lit.
It wasn't bumping.
It was in Baltimore. That shit was lit.
It wasn't bumping. I mean, the computers might have had like a second coming up. Like after that, computers might have took off. But like Bobby Bitch was like his supposed to be the follow up single, and it wasn't hitting as hard as Hot.
I don't know, man. Because Bobby Bitch came out at the time that I had just got to Baltimore for school, and that shit was playing everywhere.
It's a cool song. Like it was a cool song, but like the thing is, it didn't it was supposed to capitalize and then
maybe
be the
because it didn't
follow.
have a dance to it.
Maybe so,
but
and maybe it didn't have a video either.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways,
Oh yeah.
Okay, what do you want to talk about next? Because I know you want to talk about. We can go till 1:15. I booked us till 1:30.
We could talk about this. They're talking about fuck J-Lo, to be honest with you.
So J-Lo's allegedly being cheated on, you guys.
Yeah, but like
the day after she got engaged, another baseball player, Jose,
something called
Jose Canseco. I don't know how to say.
I don't know, but she knows that. She knows she's being.
But he
cheated
came
on.
out and said that Alex Rodriguez is cheating on J-Lo with Jose's ex-wife.
Yeah, you know, they have kids together. His ex-wife got A-Rod got kids. Yeah.
Yeah, but no. But he's saying that A-Rod is cheating on J-Lo. Jose is saying A-Rod is cheating on J-Lo with Jose's ex-wife.
Oh, Jose. Oh,
yeah, that's what he's saying. And this is the day after A-Rod proposed to J-Lo.
Yeah, he was holding that shit.
But my question is, because you see all this cheating happening within the celebrity world, like like Khloe and Tristan and J-Lo and allegedly J-Lo and A-Rod and just everyone in general. Like, would you? Okay, what are your thoughts when it comes to like an open relationship? Like, would you ever consider that? I feel like you're gonna say yes.
Like open relationship mean like polyamory?
Like you have a girlfriend, but like you guys are like cool with sleeping with other people, not at the same time. Like, not threesomes, but, like, you're like, okay, I'm going to go sleep with Jessica down the block. I'll come back to your house later and we could watch a movie.
Yeah, it's like polyamory, man.
You would do that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not. I don't know.
I was just asking. I'm just asking.
No, I don't got time.
I always wonder, like, what's people's purpose in having, because in my opinion, personally, like, I would never do it. And, like, my views on an open relationship is what the fuck is the point? It's like, it's almost like, yeah, you want to have sex with someone else because there's so much temptation in the world and there's so many other people in this world. But then it's like you're using me for that real emotional support that you need and stuff. And it's like, what's the point?
I mean, if you look at it like this, people have different pockets for different things that they're able to bring out of you. Like, people have different friends for a reason.
Yeah.
Different friends who do help with different things.
Yeah, but you don't think you could find everything you need in one person? Like, do you think you have more than one? Do you think there's more than one person in the world for you?
I don't know. I haven't been there. I mean, there's been other people. There's been multiple people I've been interested with where I've been invested in, but I wouldn't know if at the same time.
Do you believe there's one soulmate?
No.
Really?
I don't believe in soulmates either.
Okay. See, that's crazy. I mean, I don't know, because it's like some people, for example, like they don't talk to people like online because they're like, oh, like, I'd rather meet someone in person and stuff, right? But
maybe
then
it's a lot faster to figure out who you like if you meet them in person.
Definitely a lot faster. But then it's also like you could also look at it in the way with it's like when you meet people online, it's like there's so many people in this world that you have no idea even exist, and it's like you're like that's all at your fingertips too at the same time.
Well, you gotta think about it. It's like, yeah, there's billions of people in the world who now there's like millions of people who have like internet access and social media and also probably fit your criteria of like maybe like the ideal physical person. But think about it, like after you leave like the GTA, because we live in the GTA. After you leave the GTA,
there's way more out there. I know.
There's way more out there. But now after you leave the GTA, it's like more so. It's like, how am I able to see them? Now you gotta put the money up, right? Now you gotta go like. There could be like a probably bomb ass chick in Atlanta that I don't know about, and she probably fits my style.
Yeah.
But I would have to put the money up. I have to put the money up. There's so many barriers.
See, I don't know,
there's
man.
mad barriers.
I feel like when I really like, not even when I really like somebody. When I really love somebody, like the barriers are not really a thing for me.
There's real barriers. I don't really care about it. There's real barriers that people need to talk about. It's like, this shit sounds fun. We could Skype and FaceTime.
You could, and then see each other. Like, there's, for example, I know a girl here who met her boyfriend via Tinder. I don't really know if it's a good idea, but she met her boyfriend via Tinder, and he lived in New Jersey, and she's been dating him for 2 years, and they see each other once a month. Either she goes there or he comes here, and now she's actually moving to Jersey.
Yeah, but she like a permanent resident type of shit, or is she just moving?
I don't know, but I know a couple people actually. It's always Jersey people actually. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, but like the thing is, I can move to Jersey, but I gotta work in Jersey.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
It's not hard to work in the States. When I was there, all I had to do was get a social thing number, and then you could get a job.
A social what? A social security?
Social insurance. Yeah, Social Security. That's what it's called there.
Yeah. Man, nah, I don't think
Social Security.
I don't think it's that easy.
No, it is, because all the international students. I didn't do it because I wasn't trying to work, but the British kids did it, and some girl from South Africa. They got their Social Security number, and then they got jobs. But you can't work when you're a student there. You can't work for more than I think 15 or 20 hours a week. That was the only limitation.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's that easy. Because if it was that easy, wouldn't we both be over there?
Well, we're not students now. If we were students, then it could have been that easy.
Yeah, but, I mean, I don't think it's that easy. Because I'm thinking about if we want to do radio, like
you have to get sponsored to get there.
Yeah, and like you're saying, it's not that easy.
So then she would have to apply to be a resident and then get a job.
I'm saying if things were that easy, do you think a lot of us would be over here trying to figure out?
But some of us just don't leave here because this is all we know. Not
that, but like I wouldn't mind going over there. It's just in terms of there's barriers that we have to go through, and those barriers are kind of like the term like hard for us.
Well, in her scenario, like she's going over there with a boyfriend who already has a job, so she's like, "Hey, there's an income there, so she can apply for her residency. She doesn't have to necessarily worry about rushing it. But for you and I, let's say I go to New York tomorrow, I don't necessarily know anybody personally in New York that I could stay with for the time being while I'm awaiting my residency or whatever to come through and get a job.
And also being in someone's house and not really, all you're really doing is
just sitting on the couch.
Sitting down the couch and cleaning the house. You start to become a burden.
Okay, but maybe like this is different. I don't know. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just a hopeless romantic, okay?
That's what I'm saying.
That's all.
Well, I'm saying like there could be there's barriers you have to cross. So if there's a girl in Atlanta, Georgia, I'm like, yo, she's a beautiful girl. She's cool. I'm like, I can't really see a future with her because there's certain things that are just blocking that. Yeah, we could Skype. We could FaceTime. I could probably visit you from time to time. But this shit's not more than just, little pen pal type shit.
Yeah, but I really, truly, and honestly believe that if you really like somebody, like, you'll make that shit work. Like, the barriers won't even matter to you at a certain point. Like, it goes back to... No, you definitely have to be practical, but...
No, if you want something... serious relationships, you gotta start talking about finances and all of that type of shit. Serious shit.
But I'm saying, like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you really care about somebody, those barriers and stuff won't matter because you'll do whatever you can to no longer make them barriers. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of relates to how people are always talking about, oh, if a person really likes you, they'll make that time to talk to you and stuff, which is very, very true. Like
making time to talk to you is different than making money.
No, definitely. That's just my like comparison. They're not on the same level for sure, but that's just my comparison of the two scenarios. In that case, like you could have somebody who works a full 9-to-5 job and is texting you every second of the day, but then you could also have somebody who works 5 hours a day and doesn't texts you once every 3 hours because
but can you afford to have it though? That's sometimes you gotta ask, can you afford to be in that type of relationship
with someone like over a thing? I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. If you really like that person and that's really what you're going after, you will do whatever you can to make sure you can afford it. But you'll whether it's getting a new job or making extra money on the side with a second job, like you'll do whatever you can to afford it. Like both parties, and I'm not just saying that's one party. I'm saying both parties.
If I make $700,000 a year, right, and I'm talking to a girl who makes about $30,000 a year, maybe $40,000 a year, the relationship's not gonna work.
That's how you view it. That's not because you're viewing it as. Correct me if I'm wrong, but what I'm getting from what you're saying is you're viewing it as her using you for all the extra money you're making.
No, not necessarily. It's like if I'm making $700,000 a year, maybe $700,000 excessive anyways. If I'm making that type of money and I live in Canada, right? And the girl I'm talking to, or a girl I enjoy having conversations with, and it's just good presence, right? Mm-hmm. And she's making about $30,000, $40,000 a year. The relationship is based on a long distance relationship where if it makes sense for us to travel towards each other frequently, consistently, but we have to have that type of understanding, like what's frequent and consistent to us. Is it once a year? Or not once a year? Is it once a month? Is it like every 3 months? Mm-hmm. Like how do we do this? And then how long are we with each other? Is it just for a weekend? Is it for a week? And it's like, can you afford to take off a week every month of the year to come be with me?
No, that definitely comes into play. But that's why I'm saying I personally, truly, and honestly believe, yes, there are barriers and it does come down to being realistic. But I truly and honestly believe if you really, really care about somebody and you are totally in love with someone and that's your person, like, you know, that's your person and that's who you want to marry, whatever, do whatever with, like, you will do whatever it takes to make these barriers no longer a thing. Whether it's them moving here, you moving there, you guys moving to somewhere different completely altogether. Like, there's always a way to make something work. That's just the way I see it. But
yeah. So the story is J-Lo's being cheated on and we don't really care. Shout out to J-Lo. She'll gonna fix it. Yeah, man, this is sad. Like, I remember someone calling this nigger trinklets. Nigger trinklets.
Okay.
So they stole his chain, right? We're talking about YBN Almighty Jay.
Man.
They jacked his chain. I saw the video. The video didn't really look. I didn't really get a kick out of it. You know, I didn't really get a laugh out of seeing this man get kicked in the face. His pants was falling down. I think his jeans were even ripped too.
I didn't watch any of this.
Yeah,
shit.
so it's like it looked crazy. And then I seen the pictures of him in the hospital with neck brace on and his face cut open. And he just took it for a chain, maybe some money, some IDs in his wallets and shit like that. And they're bragging about it on the internet.
Mm-hmm. They also said they were selling it to Black China.
Yeah, also said that Black China contacted them and said she wanted the chain back. You know what I mean?
Oh, and they were going to give it to her.
Yeah, Jay Prince is also saying, yo, we need the chain back because you disrespected, what we got over here, Rap A Lot Records and stuff like that. I look at this, man, and it's like, yo, I remember someone saying, yeah, this is a nigger trinket. Like, you know what I mean? I can't even say it. Trinket. Stupid ass chain, man.
Yeah.
You did all that for a stupid ass chain.
What's the point?
What's the point? Like, what are you doing? I seen that they're even promoting some new upcoming music video that's coming out. Mm-hmm. And I'm seeing all of this shit, like, for a fucking chain. You did all of this whole ass shit for a fucking chain. You robbing people. Like, I don't really like all that robbing shit. Like, that's some whack ass shit. And they had this man all on top of like Snapchat and social media, just running around, running for his life because he was getting beat the fuck up. Mm-hmm. Man, this is stupid.
It is stupid. I feel like the only reason people do it is because they think it holds some sort of like status. Like when you take someone's chain, it's like, oh, like, cool, you have this power, but it's like you're a nobody, so nobody really cares.
Yeah, that's why I look at it, man.
But what do they say is gonna happen to YBN? Like, what's going on? Like, is he life-threatening condition?
No. I think he got a $150 in his face. Like, people are saying he got cut with a broken Hennessy bottle.
Oh, yikes!
I don't know how. It's still cut in the face, man. Yeah. Like, and it's going to heal terribly too, unless he's going to get plastic surgery. Like, getting a cut in your face is like,
it's gonna be a scar.
Yeah, so unless you get like plastic surgery, kind of fix that shit up, he's gonna be scarred for life. And he's obviously gonna remember this traumatic moment. You know what I mean?
I feel like you don't have any scars.
Me?
Yeah.
Everyone has scars, but getting cut in the face is not like. No, it's not like falling off your bike and getting a scab on your knee.
I don't think he's necessarily gonna look at it like 5 years from now and be like, damn, like, just sit there and cry. Like, I don't think he's gonna.
Nina, you haven't got your face cut before.
No, I haven't. But I don't think he's gonna sit there 5 years later and sit down and cry when he's making all this money. Like, I don't think that matters to him. Like, right now, yes, it matters because he's like, damn, I got the living fuck beat out of me. But 5 years from now, I highly doubt he's gonna be sitting there like, oh man. Like, remember that time I got hit with the Hennessy bottle and my face got cut open and start crying about it? I don't think he's going to care about it 5 years
I think it's a very emotional point for some people. Based on the circumstances, I think it's very emotional.
I don't think so.
Getting cut in the face. You never got cut in the face.
No, but, like, it's a cut in the face over a chain. He's going to have more money than these guys will 5 years from now. So I don't think this is going to be the least of his worries. Like, he's not going to care.
You say
anymore.
that.
He's going to remember. I'm not saying he's not going to remember it.
The people are going to remember. Being a public
remember, but they're going to be down and out. They're not going to be up like he is. So I don't think it's going to matter to him. Like, he already has everyone on his side anyways. So I don't think, it's really that big of a, like, traumatic situation.
The people are going to remember it.
People get shot every day.
What the fuck? People are going to remember, and the people are going to always remind you of that time you took it out. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Cool.
All right. All right. So shout out to OG Mako. He's being strong in the face of adversity.
I didn't know that was a real thing.
Whatever I saw in his face, that shit looked crazy.
It looked really sad.
It looked like burn marks.
It did. They said it's a flesh-eating disease.
Yeah.
And because, he said he went to the doctor 3 months beforehand.
Yeah.
And they told him it was just a rash.
Wow.
And they didn't treat it. If they treated it before, he would have been fine.
See, that's why people recommend always getting a second opinion.
Always, bro. Like, I don't trust the doctors. Like, that's even, like, when it comes down to... Remember how I was talking about when I black out, when I work out and stuff? I went to the doctor. He tried to tell me it was nothing. I went back again 2 months later. I'm like, no, something is wrong. Runs a heart test and is like, it's your heart. Like, so it's like you always got to make sure, like, your body better than anybody else, whether the doctor tells you that or not. Like, you always got to get a second, sometimes even a third opinion at that point. Like, so that's like sucks. Yeah. Like, there's even the stories you hear about people with cancer where it's like, oh, like yeah, they just thought they had some like minuscule like sickness or whatever, got meds for it and was fine, and then they find out they have cancer.
Yeah.
Like, that's scary. Can't trust the doctors, man.
Doctors are trash. All right, so I was watching this interview with, it's called Don't Be Easily Offended or Easily Offended. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It was circulating a lot on Twitter, right?
Yeah. A
lot of clips are going around out of context at that. There are a lot of clips out of context on Twitter. Mm-hmm. And I had to watch it myself. And I was like, hold on. They made Murder Mook look like a coon. Mm-hmm. They made YESJULZ look like a racist bitch who's out to get black people. Mm-hmm. And they just made the whole thing just seem like just a fucking debacle. So I sat down, I watched it. It was like almost 3 hours. And I sat there and I listened to everything. There's one point where Murder Mook was laughing. He was doing, I looked at that first out of context. He was thinking, this dude trying to fuck.
I didn't see those. I saw the clips, but I didn't watch them.
So I was like, dude's trying to fuck. I'm like, yo, Murder Mook has a whole ass wife and a daughter, right? Mm-hmm. And so when she said, the reason why he was laughing is because she was telling a story about Joe Budden. He was like, Joe Budden called my phone while I was in the movie theater 3 times talking about, I'm trying to return joggers to the Kith. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Trying to return shit to Kith. And the cashier wasn't going to let him return the joggers. And so he was calling YESJULZ 3 times in like an emergency. He was like, yo, call Ronnie. I'm trying to return these shits to the thing, but they're not trying to do it. And she was like, she called Ronnie. Ronnie called her back and was like, yo, he's not returning it because Joe Budden posted an Instagram picture of him wearing the joggers.
Oh my God.
And then she was like, after that incident, she didn't really fuck with him like that. And at the same time, I thought he was a clown. The way she said clown, and then Murder Mook was like, ah! And the thing, when she said clown, I laughed too. I was like, that shit funny. Because when someone says you clown, like you a full-ass clown, like you was a whole clown out here, right? Mm-hmm. And then he was trying to explain it why he was laughing because he was like, I'm from Harlem. When you call someone like when you call someone a clown, like that shit is some clown shit, like
yeah.
And so that part, I was like,
I swear Sin Santana came out and said something about it too on Twitter.
I don't really care what she said.
She referred to YESJULZ as a little boy. They're like, I don't understand why these trash people keep giving this little boy a platform. And
so she also said that Santana probably has an issue with her, and when she got with Joe suddenly switched up on her and started, not really giving her the benefit of the doubt and started really going to the attack. So he's basically saying Joe is probably just, defending his lady. Or not even defending, but taking his lady's problems and issues and then making it his. Since maybe if Sin doesn't like Jules, then Joe doesn't like Jules. But Jules said that she was on Joe Budden's podcast in the past, and they're all cool. Everything was all copacetic, and that's how they built a relationship. And so I looked at this and I'm like, at what point does YESJULZ, because what I'm seeing from this, right? A lot of the times I never really heard YESJULZ really speak her piece. Like she always did a whole bunch of apologies that made me just feel like she was guilty for some shit. Yeah. But I never knew what, why.
I'll tell you why.
She put out the picture of niggas be lying. All right. I personally don't think that's necessarily that's a really offensive thing. And besides that, she had the sex tape. Okay. That's not something to really...
Okay, no, she said the shirt was N-words lie a lot.
Yeah.
And she said, so am I allowed to wear this shirt at the festival tomorrow or no? That was 2017.
Yeah.
But do you know what happened before that?
What happened before that?
She said, #white thoughts. This was like a couple years before that.
Yeah, she was explaining that on the podcast as well.
Why do all these black girls hate me? I've been so nice. Walks out of the club with a light-skinned dude. Black girls don't like me because black men do. It's a guarantee in any situation. I walk in a room with a group of girls. Room has men from every ethnicity. Black men beeline straight to Jules. And that is when everyone was like, this bitch is just a fucking culture vulture. Like, that's it.
She could be stating facts, though.
Either way, it's fucking racist. Like,
I don't think that's not racist. Well, she didn't put down.
Hashtag white thoughts. Why do all these black girls hate me? I've been so nice. Walks out of the club with a light-skinned girl. Black girls don't like me because black men do. Like,
that's not racist at all.
That's pretty, knowing
that's not racist.
The time, no. Knowing, that's very insensitive, because knowing the time that we're in, when you know for a fact there's this whole conversation around, I'm not saying every black man, but when you know for a fact there's a conversation around black men or men in general degrading black women because they don't see them as beautiful and whatever and stuff, and you're saying shit like this as a white woman when you should be being there to uplift the other women, even though they're not the same race as you, you're all women, you should be there to uplift them, and you're gonna come out and say stupid shit like this. That's not right.
That's still not like a strong ass point to say, yo, she's racist.
I mean,
that's not. It's not.
That's your thought is that you're above all other black women. You're putting yourself on a pedestal because of the color of your skin, you think, yes, you are. You said it right there.
I said what she said was white thoughts or something like what white thoughts. Mm-hmm. Why do black girls hate me? I've been so nice. Walk into a club, and black girls
don't like me because black men do. It's a guarantee. This is the one.
Facts,
but this is the one I'm saying. It's a guarantee in any situation. I walk in a room with a group of girls. Room has men from every ethnicity, yes, and black men beeline straight to Jules. She's putting herself on a pedestal as a white woman and bringing down the black women in the community when she should be there to uplift them.
She's not.
She is.
You're
literally delusional.
I'm not delusional.
Pissing me off.
I'm not delusional. I'm not delusional. If a white girl knows that she all right, not even that. I've been to a school, right, mm-hmm, where black guys
love white girls. Yes,
exactly.
Everyone knows a black guy who loves snow bunnies.
So when a white girl says, "I walk into a club, every ethnicity is in there, black guys fuck with me," why is that so hard why is that not fact?
And black girls don't like me because black men do.
And yes,
why
that's
do all
very
these
true.
Black girls hate me. Like, you're going on and degrading these women more and more.
She didn't degrade them.
Yes, you are.
No.
You are. When you're coming out and openly saying this stuff and talking about, black men beeline straight to me because, you're insinuating right there that they don't like black women. Because you said it right there with any group of girls. And then you're specifically calling out black women. So at that point, it's like you're degrading them.
I don't see no type of degrading. Degrading is when you stomp on someone and say like, yo, these black girls be annoying. These black, dark skin is just disgusting.
And let's not forget in the interview how she also came at Karen Civil and Scotty B. Two other black women. Let's not forget.
Scotty B, get Scotty B all the way.
She didn't want to go at like the Kardashians or anyone else who they say they're culture vultures as well. Like,
but Kardashians are not coming after YESJULZ.
Like, but for a reason, they're all in. Like, don't get me wrong, I watch the Kardashians and whatever, but like at the end of the day, I can acknowledge the fact that yes, they are culture vultures too. Like, they're all one and the same. YESJULZ and the Kardashians. So
I don't know what that. A culture vulture is someone that's not of your culture and you come in and exploit it. If she grew up in Miami around Haitians, Jamaicans, Cubans, and all that stuff, and she grew up on hip hop, that doesn't necessarily make her a culture vulture. She's white and she's new to you, and her appearance is different. Doesn't make her a culture vulture.
I mean,
you know what I mean? And pause. And also, me being African, right? Me being Nigerian specifically, I don't put out the culture like that, mm-hmm, because I'm not from it. In a sense where you never see me in a fucking dashiki, you never see me speaking the pig.
Yeah, but don't you?
No, check this out. I never speak the pidgin English. I've never done all of that shit, and I've never even tried to even put myself out there to try to get the African crowd. You know why? Because that's not I've never really identified with that all the way. So if I turn around and say, yo, I'm doing all this culture shit to get money from the Africans, that makes me a culture vulture, right? Although yes, it does. Yes, it does, because
your roots are ingrained in being African.
Exploiting the culture that I can say I grew up. No. I
wish you guys could see the look on my face right now.
I'm growing up. And now I'm exploiting the culture that I can say I've never really been invested in for money and monetary gain. That's what a culture vulture is.
Yeah, but
and when I come to Africa talking about all of this and that, the Africans there or the Nigerians there going, well, who the fuck is this goof?
Okay, but let me ask you this: have you ever been back home?
No.
But you eat your traditional food at home.
No,
when
not
you were
really.
growing up, your mom at least made you something or took you somewhere that had something to do with your culture. Whether it was the church or whether it was maybe wearing a dashiki for some sort of day or event that's commemorated within your culture. Whether you did that shit or not, that's ingrained in who you are as a person. That's your identity.
Yeah, so
that's a part of your identity.
I'm glad you said that. So why can't I say the same thing for YESJULZ? If she grew around with hip hop all the time
she
and the
grew
urban
up
culture,
around it, but she's white. That's like
what does that mean?
That could very easily be me saying, "Oh, I lived in Ottawa for 10 years, so I'm white, even though I'm Indian." Like that, no. Like that's because she's out here insinuating that she's like the best thing. She's better than black women and all this other shit. Like, that's not okay.
I haven't heard her say that she's better than black women. And that's the issue here. That's the issue. Like, people are just coming up with the speculations of what she's saying.
But it's not speculation. She said it, and your phone is ringing.
I'm taking everything as verbatim.
We're cutting back in.
All right, I remember on the phone. Yeah, but you're saying, but I'm taking everything word for word. I'm not adding any type of flair to it or any type of insinuation. If she said, I read what she said. I heard what you said over and over again. If she doesn't come out and verbatim and says, yo, fuck all these black people type shit, I'm trying to come up like that, or if she's not from, let's say, the hip hop culture, which she's also said that I grew up.
But do we even know if that's true or not? That's another thing that you got to look at the credibility of that. She could have very easily said, I grew up in Miami and blah, 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 but she realistically could have just been there every single weekend like I'm downtown Toronto every single weekend.
No, she lived in Miami.
Up on the outskirts.
She said she lived in Miami. And she said when she was between like 5 to 8, she moved to Boston or something. And then she came back when she was like 12 or something. Yeah,
but I'm saying like it could have been it might not have even been Miami. It could have been the outskirts of Miami. Like we don't know the credibility of that.
So if someone lives in Brampton, you're still part of the GTA and you still influenced by that Toronto culture, regardless, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying
regardless,
American
right?
outskirts aren't 20 minutes. American outskirts are like 3 hours out of town. Like that's what I'm going off of.
Yeah, but so people who live in Compton,
at the end of the day, my opinion is that her comments are very insensitive, especially knowing the age and time that we're in, and I don't rate her. That's it.
Hey man, I think people just wild. I think people overreacting. And yo, Scotty, what has Scotty Beam done? Well, hold on, what has Scotty Beam done? You don't even know
about her.
You don't even know what Scotty Beam does. No. What Scotty What has Scotty Beam done to hip hop?
I don't know. I think she was a producer.
Exactly. Like I've never seen Scotty Beam. I don't know what the fuck Scotty Beam does. I just see up until like last year, she was the social media girl at Hot 97.
Okay, and
you know what I mean?
But
I know what Karen Civil.
Why did YESJULZ bring her up?
Because Scotty Beam has some type of issue with her. She said that after whatever that niggas be lying a lot shirt came out, Scotty Beam was like, "Yo, I'm gonna come jump you at."
So why is it a problem? Why can't YESJULZ accept the fact that certain things that she's doing, certain people within the black community who have a right to feel racially offended by it because she's using or she's wearing shirts and stuff that she's not wearing a shirt. She was asking to wear it. She wasn't asking to wear it at all. She literally said, "I have the tweet right here." She literally said, "So can I wear this or no?"
This was what it was. The reason why she posted that is because she was dealing with her boyfriend. She found out her boyfriend cheated on her.
Yes.
And so as an immature girl,
she found a shirt that said a word she knows she can't say and posted it anyways, which is still her saying it.
That was a thing. And then she put like
which is still her saying it because she's finding a shirt that says a word she can't say and it's still her saying it, especially if she's gonna wear it. Agree or disagree?
I really didn't take offended from that.
But I'm saying, but why is it an issue that people within the black community can, and rightfully so, can be offended by it, and that's a problem?
People can be offended by a lot of things.
But you were saying, you're kind of making it seem like it's a problem that Scotty Beam was offended, that her problem
No. My thing is, what has Scotty Beam done?
Who cares what she's done? But at the end of the day, her issue came with YESJULZ because she felt racially offended by the shirt.
I think Scotty Beam's jealous of what YESJULZ had done. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So.
You don't even know what
YESJULZ doesn't even do shit. She has her little events and her festival and shit, but nobody really goes to it. Like,
I think people go to it still.
But it's not as popping as something like Rolling Loud or fucking Coachella or something like that. Like, she's not where she wants. She's not at the top where she thinks she deserves to be, or for whatever reason she's not there, because she's bringing herself down with the stupid comments she's making without thinking. That's what it is.
See, the thing is, what I'm looking at, after I watched this whole interview, I'm like, I don't think people have a reasonable, foundation of why they hate YESJULZ because I haven't found everything. Like, I can understand certain things, when it comes to certain things like R. Kelly, yeah, I can understand why people don't like him. YESJULZ, you guys are all coming up with speculations and shit like that.
But not speculations when the tweets are right there. And the shirt, okay, so let's not even go off of the tweets that I'm saying that you can insinuate messages from, which you very clearly can. But if we're going to take that out of the equation, the shirt itself, when she's saying a word that she knows she can't say, what she knows she can't say a word, so she buys a shirt that says it and debates on whether or not to wear it, and people are offended by that, I don't see it as an issue.
That wasn't a real shirt she had though. It was an image. Like,
either way, you know she got the image, and you explained it yourself. She got the image because the dude she was talking to fucked her over, and so she posted a picture of a shirt because she can't type out the
same thing. How
herself.
Girls say men are trash. That's what she was with. Niggas lie a lot.
Yeah, but she's saying it as a white woman. She's saying a word
she didn't really say it at all.
It.
But she didn't say it at all.
She posted it because she knows she can't type it with her own fingers. Like, why can't you just acknowledge that?
But you know what the thing with racism is? I think a lot of people just. I think racism is obviously a power structure. It's you using your power to put down through systematic racism and other means. That's what racism is. It's really a power structure. Yeah, and right?
And that's what I said it like literally 10 minutes ago, putting down black women.
But she hadn't put down anyone. If I say, if I start degrading and actually systematically bringing down black people, those are two different things.
But she is systematically, because she's not a white woman. Automatically within the system, she's put above any other woman of color.
Why are you giving her that much power when she knows she doesn't have that much power?
That's not even a thing. It's automatic. You know, we talk about it all the time. White men are automatically top of the food chain below any other men of color. Same way white women are top, because you can even look at the stats when it comes to pay and whatever. White women are always getting more than any other woman of color. So it's right there for you. I don't understand why.
See, you're telling me a fact.
But that you is just not, asked for one.
You're telling me a fact that's
unreal. First you said, why are you making it up? Now you're saying, I'm giving you a fact, and you're saying, now you're telling me a fact. I don't see the problem.
Yeah, I'm listening to what you're saying. I'm listening to what you're saying, but you're giving me a fact that is solely unrelated to what we're talking about.
No, but that is related, because I said she's putting down black women because she's at the top, and she knows she's at the top.
She's not at the top.
She's at the top. Out of all other women of color, white women are at the top, which is why I'm saying the correlation. I think Karen Silverman is a lot higher than her. No, the correlation right there is that white women automatically get paid more when it comes to jobs and whatever versus women of color. Same way in anything else, whether it comes to benefits and whatever, they're getting more because they're white women. And she knows that she has that systematic power, so she's using it to her ability to bring down black women in the community and get every other man on her side so she can have sex with them. That's it, plain and simple.
Where'd that shit come from?
What do you mean? It's in her tweets. I don't get it. You're pissing me off.
Where'd that shit come from?
I don't get it. Like, I'm literally saying everything to you, and I'm giving you answers, and you don't like it, so you're just rebuttaling everything.
I'm listening to what you're saying. I'm objective. I have no
Oh my God, I'm gonna rip my hair out.
You told me some shit. It's like,
no, yes, because you said how is she at the top? It doesn't make sense. You're making it up. And I just told you the system puts her at the top automatically.
How?
Oh my God, you guys! I'm gonna fucking lose my shit.
The hip hop system.
We have 2 minutes.
The hip hop system put them up.
Now.
YESJULZ is not up like that.
Shit.
Oh my! She's not bringing down nobody.
Just wrap it up.
She's not bringing down nobody. Oh my God!
We don't have time anymore.
That shit is crazy. I can't believe you said that shit.
No, I can't believe that you're really trying to question me because you know I got the answers. Like,
you don't got the answer. Really you just told me a fact that's unrelated to what we're dealing with.
And I could very easily use this
to
segue into the Jamal Knox conversation, but unfortunately,
who the fuck's Jamal? Oh yeah, the lyrics and shit.
No, we're keeping that for next week because I actually have a lot to say on that.
Man,
I did a lot of research and found out a lot of shit.
I think YESJULZ is innocent, man. All right, so man, this has been another episode of the Educated and Reckless podcast with your host Apollo P and
No Better Nina.
And see you back next week.